All right, so imagine having like a God mode view of Earth.
Oh, wow.
Not just seeing the whole planet,
Yeah.
but actually peering through it, understanding everything that's happening all at once.
It really is kind of a fascinating concept. And you know what? It's moving quickly from science fiction to reality.
Okay.
Think about VR and AR, all those technologies that are kind of layered over a real-time digital twin of the planet.
So for our listeners out there who just love to learn,
Mm-hmm.
think about the possibilities you need to prep for a meeting about, let's say, global shipping.
Okay.
Boom. You're virtually sailing right alongside those cargo ships. You see the routes, you understand the choke points.
Exactly. And the source material that we're going to dive into today, this article called Navigating the World in Celestial View, it lays out some incredible examples of how this is already happening.
So how does this God mode interface actually work?
Right.
Because this article, it paints a pretty wild picture.
Yeah, imagine you're in a VR simulation, you're flying over this 3D model of a city. But as you explore, these live data feeds start popping up all around you.
Interesting.
It's like augmented reality layered on top of the virtual world.
Oh, so kind of like those location tags that pop up on Snapchat?
Uh-huh.
But instead of your friend's goofy selfie,
Yeah.
it's real-time traffic flow, or maybe even like a live feed from a street camera
Right.
showing what's happening right now.
Precisely. And it's not just visual either.
Okay.
Think about accessing these databases on population density.
Oh, wow.
Overlaying historical maps to see how a coastline has eroded over time.
Yeah.
It's all there. It's integrated into this immersive experience.
That's more than just cool tech. That's like having X-ray vision for the entire planet.
And that's really what makes it so powerful. The article emphasizes that this isn't about replacing our physical world,
Okay.
but augmenting it with layers of information that deepen our understanding.
I'm starting to see where this goes beyond just pretty visuals. Give me a concrete example, something from the article that really brings this to life for our listeners.
Sure. Imagine you're passionate about wildlife conservation.
Okay.
With this technology, you could actually track the migration patterns of endangered species in real time.
Wow.
See how their habitats are being impacted by climate change, and you can even use that information to inform conservation efforts.
So you're not just observing these animals from afar.
Right.
You're seeing their world through their eyes. You're understanding the challenges that they face.
And that's what's so powerful about this celestial view.
Yeah.
It allows us to connect with the world in a way that was never before possible.
Right.
To see the interconnectedness of everything and to make more informed decisions about our impact on the planet.
It sounds almost like a superpower.
It does.
Being able to tap into all of that knowledge and see the world from this completely new perspective.
And like any superpower, it comes with great responsibility. You know how we choose to use this technology? How do we ensure equitable access to information?
Right.
These are all very important questions that we need to consider.
It's a lot to process, but also incredibly exciting. It feels like we're on the verge of like a new era of exploration and discovery.
Yeah.
Not just of the physical world, but of knowledge itself.
And the article doesn't stop there.
Oh, really?
They actually hint at something even more mind-blowing.
Yeah.
They're starting to apply this technology to the moon.
What?
Imagine what kind of insights we could gain from having a God mode view of our celestial neighbor.
Okay, now my mind is officially blown. We went from God mode, sounding like a video game cheat code, to seeing its potential to revolutionize how we understand our planet, and maybe even beyond.
And that's really just the beginning. The article is packed with even more fascinating examples and possibilities.
Wow.
Almost too many to cover in just a single deep dive.
Right.
But we'll do our best to unpack the most compelling insights for you.
So buckle up, listeners, because we're about to go even deeper into this world of celestial view. Exploring the potential benefits and challenges of having this incredible power at our fingertips. Stay tuned. All right, we're back and ready to explore even more of what this celestial view has to offer. I'm particularly intrigued by the article's mention of disaster response.
Yeah.
It seems like this technology could be a real game changer in those situations.
It definitely could. Imagine a scenario where a hurricane is about to make landfall.
Oh, wow.
With this technology, first responders could access real-time data on flooding wind speeds and even the locations of people in need of assistance.
Really?
It'd be like having a dynamic, constantly updating map of the disaster zone, guiding rescue efforts with incredible precision.
That's a far cry from those static maps and limited information they often have to rely on now. It sounds like it could potentially save countless lives.
Yeah, and not just lives, but resources as well.
Yeah.
By optimizing rescue routes, identifying safe zones, and allocating resources where they're most needed, this technology could really drastically improve the efficiency of disaster response efforts.
And this isn't just theoretical, right?
Right.
The article mentions some real-world examples of how this kind of data layering is already being used.
Absolutely. They talk about how companies are using satellite imagery and AI to track deforestation in the Amazon rainforest.
Interesting.
Providing really valuable data to conservationists and governments working to protect this vital ecosystem.
That's a great example of how this technology can be used for more than just immediate crisis response. It can also help us understand and address long-term environmental challenges.
Exactly. And speaking of long-term challenges, let's talk about urban planning.
Okay.
Imagine city planners being able to use this celestial view to simulate the impact of new development projects, transportation systems, or even green spaces.
So instead of just relying on static models and projections, they could actually see how these changes would affect traffic flow, air quality, and even noise pollution in like a dynamic, interactive way.
Exactly. It would be like having this virtual sandbox where they can experiment with different scenarios and make more informed decisions about how to design sustainable and livable cities for the future.
I'm starting to see a pattern here. It seems like this technology is all about empowering us to make better decisions.
Yeah.
Whether it's responding to a natural disaster or planning for the future of our cities.
That's a great observation. And, it's not limited to those areas either. The article also touches on the potential for virtual tourism.
Ah, yes, the armchair traveler's dream.
Right.
Tell me more about how this celestial view could change the way we experience travel.
Imagine being able to explore the ancient ruins of Machu Picchu, not just by looking at pictures, but by virtually walking through the site, seeing it from different angles, and even accessing historical information and personal stories from other visitors.
It would be like having a personal tour guide in your pocket, guiding you through time and space.
And not just historical sites either. Think about exploring the bustling markets of Marrakech, experiencing the vibrant culture of Rio de Janeiro, or even diving into the depths of the Great Barrier Reef.
Wow.
All from the comfort of your own home.
It sounds like a fantastic way to learn about different cultures and broaden your horizons without even needing to pack a suitcase.
And while nothing can truly replace the experience of being physically present in those places, this technology offers a really compelling alternative for those who may not have the opportunity or the means to travel extensively.
It also has the potential to make travel more accessible for people with disabilities or mobility issues, allowing them to experience destinations that might otherwise be out of reach.
That's a great point. And it speaks to the potential of this technology to really democratize access to information and experiences.
And speaking of democratizing access, the article also emphasizes the importance of this technology for climate and environmental monitoring.
Yeah, this is where it becomes really crucial. With a celestial view, scientists and researchers can access real-time data on a global scale, allowing them to track deforestation, monitor pollution levels, and study the effects of climate change in unprecedented detail.
It's like giving them a powerful new toolkit to diagnose and hopefully treat the planet's ailments.
Exactly. And by sharing this information with the public, we can raise awareness about these really critical issues and empower people to take action.
It's not just about understanding the problems, it's about empowering ourselves to be part of the solution.
And that's what's so exciting about this technology. It's not just about seeing the world differently, it's about understanding our place within it and using that knowledge to create a better future for all.
It sounds like a pretty optimistic vision of the future.
Yeah.
One where we can harness the power of technology to address some of humanity's greatest challenges.
And while there are certainly challenges and ethical considerations that need to be addressed, the potential benefits of this celestial view are too great to ignore.
I'm feeling inspired. It seems like we're on the cusp of a new era of exploration and discovery.
Yeah.
One where the boundaries between the physical and digital worlds are blurring, and the possibilities are truly limitless.
And speaking of limitless possibilities, remember that tantalizing hint at the end of the article?
Oh, yeah.
The one about applying this technology to the moon?
Right.
Well, get ready, because in the final part of our deep dive, we're going to take a closer look at what it might mean to have a God mode view of our celestial neighbor. Stay tuned.
So we've spent this whole deep dive talking about like a celestial view of Earth.
Right.
But the article ends on this real cliffhanger.
Yeah.
They're applying this tech to the moon, too.
So the moon is a mind-boggling prospect, you know? Just imagine being able to explore the lunar surface in the same way that we've been discussing for Earth.
Right.
You know, all those layers of data, the historical context, maybe even astronauts' recordings from past missions.
So not just seeing the moon as this static gray orb, but actually understanding its geology and its history.
Yeah.
Potentially uncovering hidden features or resources.
Exactly. The moon has always held this sense of mystery, you know? Yeah. And this technology could unlock secrets that have been hidden for millennia.
Makes me think about those Apollo missions.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the grainy footage that we've all seen.
Right.
Imagine experiencing those landings in like a fully immersive way.
Wow.
Seeing what those astronauts saw, feeling the weight of that historical moment.
Yeah, and it's not just about reliving the past, either.
Right.
This technology could actually be crucial for planning future lunar missions.
Oh, okay.
Allowing scientists and engineers to scout potential landing sites, map out resources, even simulate different exploration scenarios.
It's like having a virtual test bed for lunar exploration. A way to like minimize risks and maximize the scientific return of these missions.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe one day, thanks to this celestial view, we'll be able to experience lunar tourism. You know, exploring the moon's unique landscapes and marveling at the Earth hanging in the sky.
Okay, I'm officially adding virtual moonwalk to my bucket list.
There you go.
But beyond the excitement of exploration, this technology also raises some pretty profound questions about our relationship with these celestial bodies.
Oh, you're absolutely right. As we gain the ability to virtually inhabit these worlds, to like peel back their layers and understand their secrets, it really forces us to confront our own role as explorers, as stewards, and potentially even as future inhabitants.
It's a humbling thought, realizing that we're not just passive observers of the universe, but active participants in its unfolding story.
And with that participation comes responsibility.
Yeah.
You know? How will we use this knowledge? What impact will we have on these pristine environments?
Right.
These are questions that we really need to start grappling with now.
Because it's not just about the technology itself, but about the values and the ethics that guide its use.
Exactly. And that brings us back to the central theme of this deep dive, you know, this celestial view, whether it's of Earth or the moon, is more than just a tool for observation. It's a mirror reflecting back at us our own curiosity, our ambition, and our potential to shape the future.
It's a powerful reminder that we live in like an extraordinary time, a time of unprecedented technological advancement and boundless possibilities. But as we push the boundaries of what's possible, we must also remember to act with wisdom, compassion, and a deep respect for the interconnectedness of all things.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground in this to revolutionize how we understand our world and beyond. And I think it's safe to say that this is just the beginning.
We're on the cusp of a new era of exploration and discovery, one that will challenge our assumptions, expand our horizons, and ultimately redefine our place in the cosmos.
So, dear listener, as you go forth into your world, remember to keep looking up, keep asking questions, and keep exploring the boundless wonders of the universe.
That's a wrap on our deep dive into the celestial view.
It is.
We hope you found it enlightening, thought-provoking, and maybe even a little bit inspiring.
Be sure to check out the source material that we mentioned for a deeper dive on your own.
And until next time, keep exploring.